I want to I want to say just a couple of words about who Kiki Camarena was too. This is a guy. He was born in Mexico, but emigrated with his family to the United States when he was 3 years old. So raised as an American, a proud Mexican American, fluent, of course, native in Spanish and in English. He had a knack for being able to change accents. He had mastered regional Mexican accents. He could immediately jump into a Puerto Rican accent or a Colombian accent. And when the DEA was created in 1973, his sister said, "Hey, you would be good at this kind of thing." So he had been a police officer in I think it was in the Inland Empire in Southern
Mhm.
California. He joined the DEA as a DEA agent. They had a brother who was actually a drug addict and who had multiple arrests for drug crimes. So he rose quickly through the ranks at DEA, and DEA was very much like CIA in that if you really want to get promoted, you have to work overseas. You can't just sit at headquarters and expect to get promoted. He volunteered to go to Guadalajara in the early 1970s when there was this thing called a surge. They realized that massive amounts of marijuana were being cultivated outside Guadalajara and they were making their way into California. He volunteered. Now, he's a mid-high ranking operative at this point, and he had cultivated several sources of information within the Guadalajara cartel. Found a marijuana farm, busted it. It was the biggest one ever busted up to that point, and then he found this bigger one, 2,500 acres of marijuana. Now, it was unusual for kind of a funny reason. It was unusual in that it didn't require any water wells to irrigate the crops. They got enough rain there, I guess, to make it. And so he did an overflight with a Mexican with whom he was working. They confirmed that this place existed, and then he set out to lead this raid to take down this even bigger marijuana farm.